Pokemon have released what might just be physically and money-wise their biggest collection boxes ever. And today we're going to take a look at the English and the Japanese counterpart and show you everything that actually comes in these boxes. For context, these boxes are so big I have to stand up and show you, and actually it's like the same size as me. So this is the English Classic box. I don't know how to do this very majestically. And we also got the Japanese. This is the Japanese. These boxes are so heavy as well. I feel like a weather woman standing up, but I'm going to show you the English box outside of the cardboard very quickly before we actually open it. So here is the English box out of the cardboard, and I just want to say one thing. My legs are killing me, and you're going to want to stick around to the end because I'm going to show you the real difference between the English and Japanese cards. And with the Japanese, it's not that easy to show out of the box because the decks that contain the cards actually come loose in the side of the box. Come on, Butler. This is going to be the first standing up video I've ever done. So we're going to cut into this monstrosity right here, which is the English Classic Collection box. So if I could have a knife from my trusty partner here, so bear with me. Wrapped successfully off. These are not the easiest things to get into. So we've cut into the cardboard, thank you to the butler, and now one thing I will say, there's a lot of packaging. It actually is another box inside a box. So this is the English box right here. As you can see, Pokemon trading card game classic on it. So let's open this up. So this is the actual game board right here, as you can see, and I am going to open this up to show you. So inside the English, you get all your little deck boxes like so. And then you get that other bigger box, which actually is this is all really well put together as well. It's really good quality. You get all your little pieces in there as well. The cards are in here, but we're saving the good stuff till the end. Now we've got the Japanese box right here. And again, the decks just come loose within the cardboard packaging. So we're going to save those till the end. And we're going to do a real one-on-one comparison with the English and Japanese cards so you can see the difference and you can let me know your favorite. So here is the Japanese. Looking very similar, and these are basically identical. Now let's compare the cards. Okay, sitting back down, ready to go over the differences between the English and Japanese cards, and I think I have my preference, but I'll let you know at the end. So with the Japanese, you get these two boxes here, and with the English, you get this one bigger box. So we are going to start with the English. And if you guys at home have opened these or have the cards, do let me know what you think. I know these are expensive items. They are also physically massive. And with regards to getting the Japanese ones, that's why it can be even more expensive for us in the UK, because obviously you are getting them shipped over, and they weigh a lot as well. They weigh a ton. So I'm going to show you everything that comes in here. Just going to pull it out carefully. We got the sleeves like so, and then we have the sealed decks right here. So we've got Suicune, Lugia, and then we have got Ho-Oh right there. So starting off with the Suicune deck, as you can see, we've got the Suicune EX sitting on top here. Now we're starting off with the English cards. Now, as you can see, this beautiful hollow pattern. There's going to be multiples of the cards in these decks. So obviously we've got multiples on the energies right here. The psychic energy actually looks really, really nice. And again, as you can see, there are multiples right here. So we're just going to shuffle out the multiples. So starting off with, we've got a runaway Mewtwo there. So this is obviously the base set Mewtwo artwork. And I actually think these look really nice under the camera. I wasn't sure about the English ones, but the ring lights are really doing these justice. Now, I will do a direct comparison with some of the Japanese cards when we get to opening them. But as you can see, we have multiples of Bill here. We've also got multiples of Professor Oak as well. And there it is, Squirtle. I don't know if I love this. It looks okay, but it almost takes away from Squirtle. There's so much going on. We have then got War Turtle. Shout out Green Tea, our big Turtle fan on the channel. Green Tea, what do you think about the War Turtle? Again, I'm not sure about the English version. And let me know, guys, if any of your favorite vintage cards are featured in here as reprints. Because as you can see, there's a lot of variation. We got some Rockets admin right there. We got the Switch. I do like the borders on this. I have to say they look really good, and you can see the little stars catching right there. So there are quite a few multiples. The Ultra Ball does look good. The colors of it look nice as well. And I think the Blastoise should be coming up. There it is. The obviously based on the base set Blastoise with that. I mean, I think I like it on the base set cards. I just wasn't keen on the Squirtle or the Wartortle, but the Blastoise is looking nice. The Staryu here is looking vibrant. Now we're going to have a little look through. We've got some Heart Gold, Soul Silver era here as well. The Gyarados looking really, really nice. That Lapras, okay, they've done a crazy job on that. That looks insane. Guys, if you have any of these cards, whether you've opened the boxes or you've bought some of the singles, what are you doing? Are you grading them? Are you putting a binder together? We got to give justice to Mr. Mime here because this looks really, really nice with the colors. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I've got a couple of chances, Japanese. I think I'm going to get them graded along with the English as well. But I almost feel like just having a binder of all of these together would actually look really, really nice. That drops in the ocean look really, really good. We got the Pokemon Fan Club, Rare Candy right there. Super on. I think we have one more card. We have got the VS Seeker. Going in with deck number 2, we got Ho-Oh and some Fire Energies here. I think we're going to have multiple Fire Energies on top. So we're just going to skim through these because we all know what they look like. Oh, and we got some Lightning Energy in there, which I've just flown past. Oh, there it is. Lightning Energy looking nice and bright and vibrant. Okay, so starting off, we have got the Clefable right there. I think the colors on that look really, really nice. Double colorless energy. Actually looks like a rainbow when you get it under the right light. So again, we're going to have multiples on the bills. Now we have got the Charmander right there, guys. Let me know what you think. I definitely prefer the Charmander, like compared to looking at the Squirtle and Wartortle. Going in with Charmeleon, I actually think it looks quite nice as well. So I'm a fan of that. Now this is one of the ones I know everyone's going to be looking for. I've skimmed through some of the deck because some of them are the dupes that you saw in the first deck. So I am going to do a direct comparison with this one against the Japanese shortly, just so you can see the difference and you can make up your mind. So we have got the Charizard right there, followed by that Ponyta, which I really, really like. Also got Rapidash. We got some swells going on. I feel like there's so much holo. My eyes are just, they don't know what they're looking at. This Magmar looks good. It literally looks like a disco in the back there. And then there it is, the base set Pikachu. So like I said at the beginning, these are very, very expensive boxes. Not only are they physically huge, the price is huge as well. What do you guys think? Like, if you purchase them, how do you feel about the price? It is a lot. The actual like game board that you saw that I pulled at the beginning, it's really good quality. It's absolutely massive as well. Do you think it's worth buying the entire box just to get the cards if that's what you're after? Are you actually going to be using the game board if you purchase it, or are you just going to be picking up singles? And then we have got the Lugia. So we haven't really taken too much attention to the EXs on the front. Really like the Lugia right here. So again, you're going to have all your energies. We're going to skim through these. Really, really liking the look of the Onyx. I think it looks really good. Again, you're going to have multiples of your bill. And oh my goodness, we skipped all the way to Bulbasaur. There it is. Again, not a huge fan of this one. I think out of all the English ones, to me, the Charmander definitely looks the best. So let me know your opinion on that, guys. The Ivysaur, better. I like the holo. I think the colors look nice against the background as well. So fan of the Ivysaur. We have then got our computer search, and there we go. We have the Venusaur. Again, if you had to choose between the Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, let me know your favorites. We will do a direct comparison of the Venusaur against the Japanese as well, just so you guys can see up close and personal. The Scyther looks like it's in a disco right there. Up close and personal, you can see what they actually look like. And it's kind of hard to see when you see a picture of one and then you see a picture of another, but I'm going to show you up close in this video so you've got a real good idea. The Doduo, I actually quite like that, and that Dodrio with all the greenery in the background. And there it is, the best card in the entire set, the Chansey. Now we're going to open up the Japanese deck. So they come in these 2 boxes. They're like exactly the same shape and size, so I'm just going to open these. So they have like a little sleeve. And then the cards should just be in the middle right here. So we're just going to pull all of these out like so. We're going to do the same on the other side as well. And then once we've got them all out, we'll take a look at them all up close. So these are the sleeves in here. So 1, 2, and 3. So with the Japanese decks, we have got the Venusaur on the front of one, Blastoise on the other, and then Charizard. So already you can see quite a big difference. So here is the Japanese Zard up close. Oh my goodness, does it look incredible. Now I'm going to do a quick, here's one I made earlier, and grab the English card. Which one are you? It just looks a bit flat compared to the Japanese one. It really does. I still like the English, but the Japanese, it just is above and beyond for me. And as you can see with all of the Japanese cards, it's the same story. The whole border is hollow. Obviously, we've got the EXs as well. So obviously the Ho-Oh is on the front of one of the English decks. They just pop. They just look absolutely insane. So I mean, that looks good in English, but it looks better in Japanese. The Pikachu looks wild with the gold border right there. I mean, guys, what are your opinions on these? Like, honestly, here's an example of one of the Japanese energies as well. It just looks like a disco ball. We then have the Blastoise. So again, as you can see, the entire gold border pop in, and there it is, the English. I feel like I know where the votes are going to be, but you guys might surprise me. You guys might prefer the English, so just let me know. Out of all the ones we're comparing, out of all the ones you've seen so far, which ones would you be picking? Even though I still think the holo takes away from Squirtle, it does look so much better with the gold border in Japanese. And just some more side-by-side comparisons. We got the Japanese Mewtwo and the English Mewtwo there. And then just a few more that were my favorites. I still think this looks really, really good. And then I have to say, I think this looks as good in English as it does Japanese, but that holo really does pop, especially the Gyarados. How beautiful is that? And then we have the Venusaur side by side. Again, I think it just pops so much better in Japanese. It almost looks a bit dull in English. I know I've got a sleeve on it, but the color of the artwork just doesn't stand out as much. And then the most important comparison of them all, the Chansey's. So English Chansey is getting popped down there because the Japanese Chansey, you just can't beat it. So what's the verdict? English or Japanese? Or neither? Do you think they're just too overpriced and too big for what they are? I personally love the cards, and I'm glad that I got to open both of them and show you guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button, and I'll see you again next time.